Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 8th of October 2022. I'm going to first of all start by recommending an event which is taking place in West Sussex on the 26th of November, starting at 6:30 p.m. for a 7 o'clock start and going on until I guess about 11 o'clock. And the main attractions of this, well, there's a free bar first of all, which isn't bad, is it? Which is all the way up to 10.15, I think it is, and then after that the drinks are only £1 each, and that's for both alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. I'll be on the soft stuff myself because I've been asked to actually film the event by one of the organisers. So unless you want wobbly footage, I better stay off the kind of alcoholic stuff at the free bar, I guess. But yeah, the whole thing is in aid of, well, there's a lady called Catherine who, I'm just looking down at the details here. So Catherine was a partner and actress whose life was cut short at the end of a pathway which seems to be put into place incorrectly and possibly illegally through the Lurgy lockdowns. So they're going to try and bring a court case. They're raising money for it to try and bring, I guess, some of the people who were responsible to account. And I think this is just going to be the start of so many court cases like this as well, I believe, all around the world, and it needs to happen. So it's a very good cause, and it's £15 a ticket, which you'll probably get back after 3 or 4 drinks at the free bar anyway, won't you? So well worthwhile. But we've got quite a lot of speakers. We've got Jackie Devoy, who's a journalist and filmmaker who is kind of working alongside the daughter of this Catherine, who sadly passed away, to sort of highlight this whole thing. And they're going to be speaking, and then after them we're going to have Anna de Busseret, who's the lawyer who is also working against the powers that shouldn't be on our behalf on so many different fronts. We've got David Curtin, the Heritage Party guy, Heiku Koo, and we've also got Davey Stewart, who's one of the peace officers you may have seen on the London shopping trips, and Dominic Morehouse, who I've recommended and talked about in quite a few videos. So they're all speaking at this thing. As I say, it's in West Sussex, just kind of inland from Brighton, and it's on Saturday the 26th of November, and I'll be there filming it. And if you're interested, I'll give you the exact location details and a link to where you can go and buy the ticket if you email me, which is just tim@fairplaynow.net. So email me there and I'll send you the link where you can get the tickets, which, as I say, are only £15, and I think it'll be a great evening. So moving on, I've noticed in the news that Florida have now begun to recommend that people don't have a certain treatment. They're talking about males between 18 and 39. They're recommending that they don't have the treatment because of an 84% increase in problems to do with that organ there. And yeah, we had a similar thing where they're not recommending, I think it's for the under 50s in Denmark. That came out a few weeks ago, and I think more and more and more of this stuff is going to come out in the coming weeks and months, and I think we're going to get to a tipping point where it just becomes common knowledge that these treatments are no good, and from there hopefully that The whole lurgy thing was, well, not really what it was kind of cracked up to be, shall we say. And also lockdowns will be proven to have been not only unnecessary but downright harmful. And we're going to be tempted, aren't we, when that happens, when we get relatives saying, blimey, I think you might have been right all along with this, after they've heard certain things like this coming out. We're going to be so tempted to say, well, I told you so, aren't we? And I've said this before in other videos, I would recommend not doing that, although it's going to be highly tempting, I've got to admit, but it's going to be best not to do that, and just to instead just kind of be a source of support to them, because it's going to be a shock to them, of course, isn't it? It's going to be a big shock. So we need to be there just as a friendly face, and you know, act as loving support to our friends and family who are going to get the shock of their lives with all of this when it does finally get to that tipping point, which I feel is getting closer and closer. Hopefully we'll get to it before the end of the year with a bit of luck. And the only exception to I told you so's is you might want to just blast out a certain song, which I'm going to recommend, and leave in the comments section and the description box below, because it is on this platform and it's in the heavy rock style, which may or may not be your cup of tea, but even if it's not, I recommend just watching it once or listening to it once, because the lyrics are great and you'll definitely agree with those. And yeah, you might just want to put it on the radio, put it on your computer when you've got friends and family around, and blare it out. So it's called I Told You So, and that's kind of the only time where we might be allowed just to well, express that sentiment perhaps. So like I say, I'll leave the link to that in the comment section and the description box below. I'll also leave in the description box a link to my email, so you can come back to me about the exact details about the event I've talked about, and I'll send you the links to get tickets. So I'll leave it there, let you go and listen to that song. I think you'll enjoy it, and be back tomorrow. Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching.